Welcome everybody to this very important topic on cancer. It's such a big topic. Tonight I'm going to do slightly different to our normal talks, but let's get going and let's hope you all learn something from this. But please take note that that I'm a nutritionist. That's just my qualifications. I'm going to show you that I am qualified to do this talk, but also take note, disclaimer, this is from a primary healthcare perspective. So please talk to your doctor if you've got problems. Okay. Like I said, it's your primary healthcare. We also make recommendations to assist your body to ensure a healthy lifestyle. There's not a medical prescription. So we feed the body so the body can use its systems to help correct what is wrong in the body. So that is the approach that we take. It's a primary healthcare approach. Oh, there, skipped a slide. Worrying fact. Now, this was given out in about 1919 or something, this picture, which shows the increase in cancer over 100 years. And now they say it's more than 1 in every 2 people, like 2 in every 3 people will get cancer in their life. Now, that's very concerning to realize that. So this topic is so important for all of us because you yourself or somebody close to you, a family or friend, will get cancer. And there are a lot of reasons for that. Now, there are a lot of different opinions about what causes cancer, but here are some of the things linked to cancer and possible causes, from pathogens to chronic inflammation, etc. So many things that could lead to this. So we must be very careful what we do, what we eat, and so on. I'm going to touch on that very briefly tonight. And please make sure that you are muted. Make a noise, please. Okay, I can hear some people are not muted. Okay. Now, cancer. What is cancer? Short version. You've got normal cells in the body, and you've got some cells that are not functioning normally. They start to reproduce way too fast, and they start to form a tumor. Okay? So if your body can't kill these cells, then you have got a cancer. It's malignant, can spread to other tissue, and then we say it metastasizes. And once it starts to spread, it's even more dangerous. That's a short version. What is cancer? Previous slide just mentioned so many things from toxins in the environment, in your food, etc., causes cancer, plus genetic factors and so on. Now, what are the reasons? I'm going to touch very briefly on some of this. Our health is under attack 24/7 because our food is full of toxins. Yes, go read the labels. It's shocking what is in our food. Go read the label carefully. Look at baby formula, arsenic, cadmium, lead, acrylamide in nearly 80% of infant formula. And we think we're feeding a baby's healthy food. Read the label. Make sure it's tested. Make sure there's organic seal on it. Store salt honey. Very often not honey at all. Rats fed GMO food, for example, develop cancer. And in South Africa, for example, 80% plus of corn in South Africa is genetically modified. And corn syrup on thousands of products. The problem with this is we get glyphosate into our bodies. And glyphosate makes us sick. Another problem is our food is not the same quality it used to be when I was a child. And here's an example. Vitamin C in the serving of spinach decreased by 60% over a period of about 50 years. Your health is under attack 24/7 in skincare products. I'm not going to read through everything on the slide. But we're exposed to between 85 and 168 or more different chemicals daily. Skincare products. Only 10% of more than 30,000 chemicals have been tested for safety. So we are exposing ourselves. Our beauty attempts are killing us slowly. Cleaning products in the home. Look what it says here. Household cleaners. Housewives have a 55% higher risk of getting cancer than the women working outside the home. Also, toxic chemicals in cleaning and personal care products are 3 times more likely to cause cancer. Like no, 3 times more likely to cause cancer than airborne pollutants. So stuff you use in the home, stuff you buy in the supermarket to clean your home. Look at this one. Baby products full of alcohol and aluminium. And you put it on your baby's bum. Even medicines. I'm not going to go through the list, but there are medicines that can cause cancer. Many of them are like hormone therapy, even diabetic medications and immunosuppressive therapies. And there are many drugs that fall under these categories. And we are using them and thinking they're safe. We're exposing ourselves to danger daily. Cancer can be beaten. Okay, as far as I know, I did put the sound on. So let's listen to this one.
Hello folks, what a privilege it is for me to spend a few minutes sharing with you about the most incredible opportunity that ever crossed my path. I was 26 years old when they discovered I had leukemia. Newly married to a wonderful bride for about 2 years, had a little baby daughter, and I was desperate to stay alive. The next 5 years I fought my cancer the medical way. Well, after 5 years I was sent home to die. It was a really traumatic time in our family. And that's when we discovered what an incredible God we have with impeccable timing. Because he sent somebody across my path to teach me that the body is the healer. That we have to change the environment and our lifestyle. And the first thing that I changed was the supplements I was taking. And within a matter of days, my energy increased, my liver swelling went down, my leukemia count improved. And I wanted to find out more about this company with its incredible products. You see, I thought that all supplements were whole food supplements. I was horrified to discover what I was taking had either turpentine, petroleum, rocks, or metal in. When I got into whole food, they changed my life. As I researched this industry, I discovered that you're wanting unique products. And the products of this company are so unique that there's not one other business on planet Earth that can serve you the quality, the ingredient, and the results that these products can supply. Today I've got no cancer, I'm healthy, I've got incredible wife. My daughter today has got children, so I've got grandchildren from people that I thought I'd never even meet. And that to me is just so, so exciting. Here we are, we're sitting on the banks of the Tugela River in southern Africa, having a great time with 20 leaders from around the world, all being rewarded for this incredible opportunity. Anyway, folks, I want to tell you, get hold of the person who gave this DVD, because the information that they have got for you can empower you to change your life and live the life that you can only dream of. Thank you so much.
Okay, there's just a testimony of what right nutrition can do to your body. I'll be showing a few more testimonies as we go along. One thing we are neglecting is the 9 best doctors. We take so many things for granted. I'm going to run through them very quickly. Dr. Air, clean air. Get outside with it, it's fresh air. Dr. Exercise. Now that's one we tend to neglect quite a lot. Eh? Dr. Sunshine, get in the sun for vitamin D. Dr. Water, get clean water. Beware of plastic bottles of water because they might have BPA in them. Be careful, make sure the bottles are BPA free. Get enough sleep. Get enough laughter. Enjoy life. Rest and relax as well. And detox your body. We're exposed to poisons in our food, in our cleaning products, in skincare products, even our medicines. We're exposed to so many toxins all over every day, radiation, etc. So get a good detox. Contact the person who invited you. Contact the person, ask the person about the detox program available in your country. Dr. Food, make sure you eat a healthy diet. As far as possible, organic. because of so many pesticides that are in the food. You can't wash it off. Be careful of processed foods. The more natural, and the cook from scratch, that's better. So eat only organic, non-GMO, cook from scratch, pesticide-free, homemade with fresh ingredients, nothing in a box, canned, packet, or frozen. Avoid sugar or processed carbs and pasta, bread, crackers, and cereals. Others eat a healthy diet. So important, because we also want to try to prevent cancer.
So many of us are on that seafood diet. Everything we see, we eat. And that was kind of like on my agenda before 2018. I worked in aircraft for over 20 years with different chemicals, chemical milling, nitric, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid. I worked around MEK, methyl ketone, jet fuel, and stuff. And so I know my body's been compromised. And maybe some of you fall in that same regimen. But I want to encourage you that we have the best products in the world that really works. It was 2018 that they found out that I was diagnosed with melanoma cancer, advanced aggressive cancer, stage 3C. And through this process, Louis gave me that regimen that you've seen, the foods to eat and the supplements I should be taking and the toxic stuff that I should stay away from, like your laundry detergent, your soaps and stuff like that. Anyway, by the second month, my cancer shrunk by 50%. And so with melanoma, it's like a tumor on the skin. You can actually see it. So every month I'm taking pictures of it, like watching it shrink down, which was pretty cool. My blood pressure before was elevated. It was like 159 over, I think, 89, something like that. And within the third month, they found out that it was like 120 over 72. And which was pretty cool. Fourth month, they went to check and see my lymph nodes, because when you have stage 3, it's moving different parts of your body. So I had like 4 or 5 lymph nodes in my groin area. Well, the doctor took a look at it. He says, "I thought we have lymph nodes." He goes, "Yeah, you're the one that diagnosed it. You're the one that told me I did, because we don't have any right now." So by the 5th month, he said, "We're going to do a regular check on you with the PET scan and everything. We're going to see what's going on." So by the sixth month, I had the PET scan. The 7th month, they gave the results. He says, "No cancer at all." And I'd like to thank Neolife with their products. It's very pure. But, part of that regimen is the 9 doctors. Is very important that we have clean air. We have good water. If you're taking a shower, especially if you don't have a filter on your shower to take all the chlorine, fluoride, lye that's in the water, you need to make sure that you have lemon and stuff, but make sure it's cold water. Drinking water is very important. We're made out of 70%, so you want to make sure that water is alkaline much as possible, or add lemon to it, which is very important. Through that process, you got to take your carotenoids, the flavonoids, cruciferous. That's all in the file of defense. But Louis said, since you have advanced aggressive cancer, you have to treat it that way. You cannot play around with it. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. And so I follow that regimen right to the T. And thank God we have people like Louis is just going out, that voice, teaching other people that there's a better way of life, not to fall in these tricks that the schemes of our companies and organizations got us caught into. But I want to encourage you, Lord, there is a better way of doing things. There's hope if you look it to the right place. And working out was part of my process by getting all the lymph nodes going and getting it run out of my system.
Amazing testimony. It's the second one we've heard now. Amazing what can happen if you feed your body the right nutrients. Now, that means the supplements here, for example. People grab supplements as a way of healing themselves. But what do you buy? Now, here's an example. When you purchase herbal supplements, what do you expect to get? You expect to get ginkgo biloba and John Schwartz, saw palmetto, or ginger or garlic and stuff like that. That's what you hope to get. But look what happened here. New York State Attorney General reports GNC, Walmart, Target, Walgreens herbals do not contain the herbs shown on the label. Do not contain the herbs. That's shocking. We are misled. We get sold stuff that's useless. So you must do your homework. What do they find in these products? Powdered rice, beans, peas, wild carrots, fillers like powdered legumes, and even grass. Shocking. Here's another example, beta-carotene. We know from original studies on natural beta-carotene that natural beta-carotene is good for your body. In this study, however, was published, they used a synthetic beta-carotene, and it increased the risk of these smokers to get cancer by 18%. Now, something's supposed to help you, but it is synthetic. There is a difference between natural and synthetic. I studied chemistry as well at university. And at first I said a molecule is a molecule, so what's the difference? Until I did my homework. So do your homework before you buy a supplement. What supplements or which ones must you consider? Because, I mean, there are so many on the shelves today. Now, how do you know what is good? I'm going to give you some tips. But the essential thing is you're looking for something that's made from food, from actual food. That's very important. Listen to this video as well.
Hi, my name is Tom Hickey, and I've been a chiropractor for 36 years. And for the first 32 years that I was practicing, I had a real problem trying to help people with chronic disease. And what I ended up doing was I was treating patients with supplements and dietary changes and that type of thing that just didn't seem to be working at all. And I was introduced 4 years ago to an amazing whole food organic supplement that is concentrated nutrients. And so what I've done is I've incorporated those concentrated nutrients into my protocol for helping people with diabetes and heart disease and cancer and rheumatoid arthritis, a number of other different autoimmune disorders. And the results that I'm getting are amazing. And I couldn't have helped these patients if I would have stayed on the same path, treating people or helping people with supplements that I was using before, such as Standard Process and Shackley. Some of the other products that we were using, I was just sending them off to GNC because I wasn't getting the results, or to Costco. But now I feel really empowered to be able to help my patient and patients because of the approach that we've been able to take with these whole food concentrates. I love the Neo products for my patients. I love them for myself. Thank you.
There you've heard it from somebody who treats patients, his own testimony about how many supplements he used that didn't work until he found whole food supplements. Now, I'm going to make some suggestions here. The following supplements or the equivalents are not sold in health stores, pharmacies, or supermarkets for many reasons. But contact the person who invited you to get information on the nearest supplier to you. But here are some suggestions for you. Firstly, look for supplements firstly made from whole human food, not synthetics. Secondly, produce according to pharmaceutical regulations. Remember I said those herbs, it didn't contain the herbs at all? If it's made with a pharmaceutical license, what's on the label must be in the product, and vice versa, or the company is in trouble. So you're looking for a company that has proven themselves. Using human clinical trials as well, testing the products. And it's backed by science, backed by scientists doing their homework, they're doing their diligence, not just hype. And it's published in peer-reviewed publications, so other scientists can double-check them to make sure that what they say is correct. Here are some examples of well-known scientific journals. They're looking for quality products. So don't take the first one off the shelf just because it's cheap or the label looks fancy or something. Do your homework.
Fortunately, there's a lot you can do. Your PSA score or your PSA test, which is the test they do for prostate health, it should be below 1. And we've had people with a score of 86. 86. I mean, that's off the charts. Reverse that and come down to below 1 again. So what do we suggest? We suggest the soluble and insoluble fiber. I think you've seen that in all of my talks. The whole Western world is low on fiber. The diets are over-processed. Then the wheat germ oil again, the wheat germ oil, the thinning of the blood. Then there's a product, cruciferous, which you find in things like broccoli, which the cruciferous vegetables. And there's a very, very specific one, a cruciferous product that I would recommend, which is manufactured in California, that is great for bringing this PSA score for the prostate down. So don't give up. Be positive. There's still a lot you can do. And yes, there is a definite link between high blood pressure and prostate cancer.
Okay, I'm here at a health conference in California with a friend of mine that I met recently, Joe. So he had prostate challenges. So listen to his story and let him encourage you. So Joe, tell us a bit what happened and what it was like.
Okay, well, that's fun to tell you that it was about 4 or 5 years ago, I went in for a physical. And when the blood test came back and I met with the doctor, I discovered that my PSA was at 86. And so my doctor was amazed. I'd never seen it that high before. So I said,
what should it normally be then?
Oh, yeah. So I said, well, what does this mean?
Yeah.
And she says, well, a normal PSA is about 1.3.
Good.
So I said, so what do we do now? And she says, well, I think we better schedule you for a biopsy. And I thought, well, I'd like to talk to my nutritionist first. And she says, that'd be fine, listen, but if you get back to me as soon as you can. So I met with my nutritionist, and he recommended that I use a total lifestyle change. That meant cooking from scratch with organically food. My wife, fortunately, did that for me. And then no more sugar, no more out of the can foods, or no more out of the box, and organically processed foods. So, and then a supplement. The high nutrients, a valuable or a quality supplement. So I got on that and went back for a second blood test and realized that my doctor says that, well, it's come down to, and this was in 2 months, came down to 13. And so
that's a dramatic drop.
A dramatic drop. My doctor was amazed. We were amazed and excited. And so we continued this program for a year. And during the course of the year, we took several blood tests. And at the end there, my blood test came back on PSA at 1.4. And that was a year ago, within the next year, followed up with another blood test, and it's been maintaining that low PSA.
So it's been from the high down to just about normal, and it's stayed there for about 2 years already.
Yes, 2 years, and so I'm so sold on a life change style and quality supplements, because it's with the body is given the proper combination of whole foods. It's a miracle what it can do with it.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Joe. So for the people listening.
Okay, some of the products mentioned here are some of the products that we will touch on. A carotenoid complex. Now, carotenoids are found in your red, orange, yellow, and dark green fruit, the vegetables, And these pigments you find in food is very important for our bodies because the body uses it to help the immune system. Now, this specific product was proven by the USDA researchers to boost immune cells by 37% in 20 days, increase natural killer cells by 20% in 20 days, curb cell oxidation damage by 44%. That damage obviously is what can cause cells to become cancerous, but also it means slows down aging and also protects against cholesterol-related heart disease by up to 500%. All this in 20 days. And this product is patented. It contains 15 families, and it contains 600 carotenoids. So beware of imitations. And benefits: it fills nutritional gap, it balances an overactive immune system, it helps you avoid colds and flu, lowers the risk of cancer. That's important one there. Reduce cognitive decline, reduce the risk of stroke, strengthen vision, better night vision, slows down aging, better skin as well. Then there's another product. This one, the lipids and sterols. It's in our whole grains, but people are not eating whole grains anymore. They want white flour and white bread. But what about the whole grains? Important. The lipids and sterols in the whole grains. In 2003, two scientists won a Nobel Prize for showing how important these lipids and sterols are for the cell membrane to function normally. So nutrients can go in and waste can go out. Take note, these are essential fatty acids. Your body cannot make it. You must get it from your food. And it's not in our food. It's also too fussy to eat this whole grains. Okay. And these lipids and sterols also play a role in mood swings. To balance hormones. Hormones can cause cancer if there's something wrong with hormones. Help with menstrual problems. Balance the thyroid. Support adrenals. Provide cellular energy so the cells can work properly. Improve chronic fatigue. Improve rheumatoid arthritis. Aids nerve transmission and brain activity. So it's a lot to do with what we're busy with. And this is an important one. Improved nutrient utilization. Proven in a study at Texas A&M University. In other words, when the nutrient comes past the cell can absorb the nutrient. Otherwise, the nutrient will just go past the cell, and the cell won't get it. And the cell won't function properly. And also, it helps to remove waste. It increases the nutrient utilization up to 50% improvement. There's another product, salmon oil plus. Why it's called plus? Because this product contains all 8 omega-3s from pure fish fillet, not from the gut or the whole fish, and it comes from the cold water fish. And what does the research show? It lowers inflammation by 68% in 8 weeks. And inflammation is one of the big causes of cancer. We want to lower inflammation. Contains all 8 naturally occurring omega-3s in the human nutrition chain. If you only get 1 or 2 in, you're missing out. If you're on a plant-based diet, you're only getting in 1 of the 8. It's cold extracted, so there's no heat that can damage the oils. And this specific one is tested for 200 impurities plus. And there must not be 1, not a single one. Also published in scientific journals. Important for heart health, arthritis and joints, memory and brain health, smarter babies, ADHD, headaches and migraines. Improve circulation. That's an important one. Your body must be healthy. It must have proper circulation. So nutrients can circulate through the body. Prevent strokes and help recovery, better vision, reduce depression, for back or neck pain. And for multicyclic pain, the important one, it reduces inflammation. There's a disclaimer about this video now as well. Similar to what I said before, this is not a prescription, it's from a primary healthcare position.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sue Hamilton, and I'm from Southern California. I live in La Mirada. I'm here to tell you about my stage 4 cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in October of 2008 with triple negative breast cancer, as well as lung. I had 2 liters of thoracic fluid between my chest wall and my lung. Liver, I had 8 large masses in my liver. I had cysts and cancer something in my ovaries, and I had a mastectomy and had 12 lymph nodes removed. I had chemotherapy for 8 months. I had, following my chemo 1 week to the day, I had a broken left femur. We don't know how it happened. I got out of bed and I couldn't walk. I then had surgery for that and got ready for radiation. I had radiation, 35 treatments, and then had mastectomy. I had 2 years of treatment in all. And at the end of that 2 years, I declined hormonal therapy. I didn't want to go that route. Then, following that, I thought my treatment was over. I had a brain seizure and found out I had a tumor and had CyberKnife done. Following that, I had a blood clot and ended up on Coumadin for almost a year. But at the end of all of that, I received the opportunity to meet Louis Smith. And in doing so, I got onto Neolife products. And I wanted to share with you just a few things that was my protocol to help me continue. I started with phytodefense, and rather than telling you how many, because it's very much indicative of what treatment you're going through and where you are at and what the level of your challenges are, so we can talk personally later. Aloe vera, and I think rather than grabbing these out, it takes too much time. I was on phytodefense, Pro Vitality, zinc, CalMag, all of the brain oils, salmon oil, lecithin, mind enhancement, rest and relax. And that's probably the biggest ones that I was on for just getting through the rest of my treatment and starting to recover from my brain fog and just the lethargy I had after my chemo. And it really did help. I found out after having my chemotherapy that I had my muscles had really given me some problems with tightening, and I started on full motion as well. I wanted to say today to you as a new opportunity to share my testimony that I saw my oncologist last Thursday, and she told me I graduated. Oh. 10 years from diagnosis, I'm done with all my scans, my blood panels, all of that. And she said, come see me when you want to see me. So I'm done with that. And I'm really grateful to be able to share that with you today.
Fantastic. You see a couple of testimonies of people who had terrible cancer by making lifestyle changes, which including diet changes and so on. Today they are healthy. So it's fantastic what the body can do if you feed the body. Now, just a quick examples here. Protein powders, many of them are full of cadmium and lead, acrylamide and BPA and other things as well. So be careful you go buy a shake as well. Do your homework. If you want to buy a shake, look for a seal of improvement, of accountability, like one of these. Okay. Protein must be protein-guard processed, contain all 22 amino acids that the body needs, at least 5 grams of whole food fiber in there as well, because we need fiber. Okay, so one of the testimonies also referred to, we need more fiber. Multi-enzyme blend must have glycemic response control, in other words, mustn't give you sugar spikes, and must contain vitamins and minerals that come from the whole human food chain. No artificial sweetness, no artificial anything, no high corn syrup, no hydrogenated fats or trans fats, no saturated fats, no cholesterol, no preservatives. It's just fantastic. I'm not going to go through everything, but you can see there. But important, it repairs and rebuilds tissue if you get the right shake. Okay? For easy digestion, safe for kidneys. Now, this one is interesting. People with kidney issues can actually use this shake. Normally, people with kidney problems cannot use a protein shake. So it's just fantastic, this specific shake. For somebody who struggles to eat because of cancer, for example, it's a very good meal to give that person. Okay. Phytonutrients, they were referred to. Sir Hamilton Smith mentioned the phytonutrients. These are tested and proven on the US National Cancer Institute protocols. Okay. Furthermore, the carotenoids, I mentioned that already briefly. Then also clinically proven is your flavonoids as well. Laboratory tests suggest that flavonoids slows down cancer growth by up to 90%. Flavonoids are also pigments you find in fruit and vegetables, especially berries. And cruciferous is another one you find in your broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, etc., which is so important to help prevent hormonal cancers. We need this in your body to fight disease. Garlic element complex, you need one that's targeted delivery, one that only starts dissolving in the gut, not in the stomach, because the stomach will destroy the active allicin. Okay, so you look for a good garlic complex, one that contains not only garlic, but chives and leeks and onions as well. The ingredients from there. Okay, the vitamin C sustained release, one that releases vitamin C over a period of 6 to 8 to 10 hours, not all in within half an hour. One that contains some flavonoids and other ingredients also that makes it even better. It's a potent antioxidant if you have a natural one. Be careful of one that says ascorbic acid. Okay. Furthermore, a vitamin E plus, one that's complete with all 8 vitamin E's, one that's natural. Okay, it must not say, be careful, it must not say DL, alpha tocopherol. The must is DL, run away. You want a natural vitamin E. This was the one product, the vitamin E, was the one study that started me off to help understand there's a difference between synthetic and natural supplements. Like I said before, I studied chemistry and I thought molecule is a molecule. But the fraction experiments of vitamin E proved this wrong. Aloe Vera Plus, Sir Hamilton Smith mentioned this also, a very important product to help you cope through the treatment as well, when on chemotherapy, for nausea and so on. It's also a natural healer, it helps the body fix things, okay? The sugar balancer to fight inflammation, to prevent sugar spikes in the body. Contains cinnamon, curcumin, turmeric, also important to fight inflammation. Important, it helps your body control sugar better. Sugar is an issue when you have cancer or if you're at risk of getting cancer. A double chelated calcium magnesium with vitamin D. Sir Hamilton Smith also mentioned this. You want a double immunochelated, okay, immunoacidulated product with vitamin D for better absorption. And this specific one, calcium is absorbed by more than 80% compared to the typical ones in the shops of 3 to 6%, and the better ones in the farms about 25%. So look for a good quality one. Be careful of cheap ones. Find a good probiotic like Acidophilus Plus. I know this is not available in South Africa, but many other countries have got this one. But find one that's stored in the fridge that's got at least 5 families of probiotics in as well. and is concentrated. If possible, only starts dissolving in the small intestines. Multiminerals, find a broad spectrum of minerals, but they all play an important role in enzymes functioning. You want your body to function as normal as possible so your body can heal. And it must be chelated for enhanced absorption. Here's another testimony. This squamous cell carcinoma is the remnants of 2 previous large and very deep surgical removals. Okay. Now, this lady used zinc with vitamin E oil, mixed the two, crushed the zinc, and it healed the cancerous lesion on her face, which the dermatologist said she might have to remove surgically, but with natural things you feed the body can do magic things. There's another recipe here that's I'm going to give you here as well. Aloe vera gel with zinc.
Also how to make a nice little paste that you can use on any skin ailments. You know, if you have a rash or you have a mark or some kind of wound that doesn't want to heal, you basically take 2 zinc tablets. So I've put them in there, 2 spoons, and then I'm just going to put them in here and crush them up so that it becomes a powder. So you'll see there, I'm just crushing them a bit. It's a bit hard, that one, but let's get them. I use the edge of the spoon just to make a powder. It'll go a bit green once I've added the aloe vera. So you can do a bit so you get rid of all the little lumpy bits in there. Okay, so there you just have a powder in there now. Here's the aloe vera gel from the tube. I put a little bit of aloe vera in there just to form a paste, just so that it's going to become nice and wet. If you're going to use it for yourself, I just do it like this myself, you know, make a little paste with a finger. If you're more concerned about any other bugs or things and it's for someone else, you can probably use a little spatula or spoon or something like that. But you'll see it makes a nice grayish green kind of paste. Okay, and all you then do is take some of it. I don't have a mark or one, but let's say this is the mark. Then you would apply it straight onto the skin, wherever the mark is, work it in. I know people who are diabetic, they get lots of wounds that don't really want to heal. So do it just like a little bit of clay, and then you let it dry on there, and you leave it on all day or all night. And you should get good results with that within 5 days to about a week.
Okay, time is running out, but Google a bit. There are lots of things you can do. Educate yourself, that's an important one. Educate yourself, read books, watch documentaries. I already mentioned detox your environment, detox your body, eat healthy food, get freshly squeezed lemon in water, warm water, as example. Get the body alkaline by doing things like that. Cut out acid and sugary foods, like popcorn, for example, those things. Cutting out all foods with toxic colorants, the flavoring, the preservatives. Cook using only fresh, organic, washed, peeled food. Drink a daily fresh vegetable juice from organic fruit and vegetables. Make this smoothie or juice. Remove toxins from your life. Try to fast for 12 hours a day from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next morning. Allows the body to cleanse. Take mega doses of human food chain, organically grown, juice extracted, GMO-free, antioxidants and supplements. Contain the full spectrum of vitamin E's, lipids, steroids, carotenoids, flavonoids, etc. Make sure you get proper nutrition. That's the whole point. Get proper nutrition. The body can fight the disease or keep you healthy. Try to avoid stress and exercise regularly. Drink plenty clean water. Eat plenty salads. Get sunlight. Breathe deeply. Sleep as much as possible. Get rest. Okay. Those are quickly last tips. The people, I've shown you some testimonies. I've given you some ideas of what you can do to stay healthy. And also, if you have got cancer, what you can do to give your body a fighting chance to help the body. Now, why not join us in our quest to make this world a healthier and happier place? Contact the person that invited you if you want to know how. There might be some financial benefits to you in that as well. But if you just want to know more about health as well, contact the person that invited you so they can give you more information. Okay, thank you. Let's just stop the share here.
Well done, Herman. Well done.